Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a voiceover. I'm only here to say it's going to be a voiceover. I'm in a new space for the next couple of weeks, so I need to figure out the lighting. Not that anyone cares about that here, but I'm just going to announce it and get that out of the way. Today we are going to be continuing our conversation about Trent Ballinger. So, if you've seen my prior two videos, I did mention Kory, as in Trent Ballinger's best friend, ex-best friend. I don't know what their current status is, but back in the day, he was the best friend. Now, there are a couple things about Kory that I find super jarring, and I've already said it before about this group of friends, is that everyone in this group of friends, entourage, profession, whatever the fuck you want to call them, it seems like all of them have no understanding of how to interact with minors, as in, if you're an adult and you don't have a concrete reason to interact with a minor, then don't. There's a group chat with minors called Kory's Clit. This was from the video I Was Right About Trent Ballinger. Adam McIntyre shows a screenshot of the group chat Kory's Clit, which in and of itself, we already have issues because we go back to the initial and recurring problem. That is the fact that these chats are full of minors. Why would you call the chat that? Because to me, and maybe I'm misreading this, it comes off as you already had a particular intention. The same way that if you theme any particular chat with anything, whether it's sexual or not, with anything, you're probably going to end up talking about the thing, right? If you have a chat that's soccer themed in name, you're probably going to talk about soccer at some point, right? So it's like, why are you calling a chat Kory's Clit unless, even if it were an inside joke, because there were so many minors here, I just don't know how anyone with like quarter of a brain cell would think that this is appropriate. And the thing is too, there is a part where Kory actually acknowledges that everyone in the chat is super young. And that's, again, what makes me take many pauses, none of which are brief, to wonder, okay, well, you realize that people in this chat are young. You can read the name of your chat, hopefully. So what isn't clicking there?
Then I got sent this, of a voice memo from that same time period that Kory sent into that group chat. It is 6 minutes long. I've been sent a minute of it, and the person has told me that they may send me the rest of it as well. Let's listen to this. That Kory sent into this group chat.
Hey everyone, it's Kory. I just wanted to record a voice memo because I have like a lot to say. But first of all, I just want to say that I love all of you. Like you honestly means so much to me.
Oh my god.
You have no idea. I know that it sounds weird because I'm a full-grown adult and some of you are younger.
I know it may sound weird to say that I love you all so much because I'm a grown adult and so many of you are so much younger, is the sentence he just said.
Oh my god. Blah, blah, blah. But, I can honestly think of all of you, like, as my best friends. Like, I don't have friends.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm a loner and I'm a loser. Like, my only friend is Colleen. And, like, it's so comforting to, like, go online and talk to you guys and feel, like, loved and cared about, because I love and care about all of you. And I trust you, and, like, with all my friends, I vent to you, and when I'm angry, and I feel better, and I feel comfort.
He went in a group chat of what he said was a lot younger than him and is saying this.
Adam McIntyre made a video called Kory Desoto is Truly Awful. In that video, he mentions that Kory has insecurities that he takes out on other gay men. And then Adam McIntyre refers to Johnny, whom I referred to in my prior video. And Johnny, as I've said before, was in a similar position as Adam in the sense of being a confidant, but also a quote-unquote employee, just one of those very contorted situations we've seen. Kory, even here, in terms of Johnny, was proven to be just almost high on his own power, as we see in a video where Johnny is revoked rights to having a room via Kory. So they were supposedly going to share a room. Johnny took both keys by mistake. He lets Kory know that he has both room keys. The thing is, after that, Kory lost his shit allegedly at Johnny for stealing the room key or stealing the room, and after that Johnny was revoked room rights and shower rights. He apparently had to go shower in other people's rooms, which is insane if you consider Johnny as quote unquote the average employee, in the sense of an average employee would not be treated like this, right?
I was screamed at immediately because I stole the room and I didn't ask for it, and how dare I? He's worked for his title. He's licked the floor clean where Colleen has walked to get his title. Blah, 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 blah. I was horrified, to the point where I had a full-blown panic attack and sobbed and called my mom on the phone and told her that I was coming home. Ooh, this wind. Thankfully, I did not. And I say thankfully because, yes, the experience unfortunately just got worse, and there are so many stories that unfold, but that's when things started to get really bad, was that instance. It took away my room rights. I wasn't able to shower in hotel rooms. I had to wait till we got to the venues, until family members like Colleen's parents and Rachel came on tour. They were my safety net. They allowed me to use their showers, hang out in their rooms on days off, because I was completely blacklisted unless I went into our sound guy and lighting and tour assistants hotel room, and it was 3 of them sharing one. Like, it just wasn't realistic. And you go into a shower after 3 men who have just worked for 15 hours and slept in that, wash it off of their bodies. It was that or athlete's foot in the venues. I wore flip-flops. I showered in the it was fine. But the whole premise of it, I was 22 years old. This was the first time I was living away from home. I was living on a bus, like overworked, underpaid, and I couldn't even have the decency of sleeping in a bed or showering in a private unit.
Now, we need to talk about Trent Ballinger too. My God, everyone in this circle is a disaster. There is a lot out there. There is this person on Twitter named Oliver who made a thread of their alleged conversations with Trent Ballinger via the DMs. There's a lot there, and I'm not going to read every single thing out loud. I will link this down below, and I strongly suggest you read everything much like I did, because it really does contextualize a lot. These interactions to me show a series of different things. One of those things is the want for control over a minor, which is extremely creepy. And when I say control over a minor, I'll show you all the examples in a second. But just to outline what it is we're talking about, the control of not wanting Oliver to go to bed, wanting Oliver to tweet things, wanting them to be present, wanting them to keep talking, the lack of self-awareness. Most adults realize that if someone says, I'm going to bed, I'm not going to be on Twitter for a while, whatever, those are boundaries being put in place. Whether the minor knows it or not, those are boundaries, because you're like, I'm ending this conversation now because I'm going to bed. Trent would always push those boundaries, which as an adult, you should understand. If someone's saying they need to go and leave it at that. Don't beg them to stay. Don't make it weird, even with other adults, but especially if they're a minor. It's doubly creepy, and it seems like you want to make their decisions for them, which makes it triply creepy, because then I have to wonder, what are your intentions if you're trying to make decisions for a minor? I'm going to go over some pieces of conversation that I think really explain what that relationship was like. But like I said, I'll link it down below, and I strongly suggest you go and read everything. So beginning the conversation by not making it weird at all, Trent says, okay, just don't share our conversation with anyone. Anything we talk about stays between you and I. And then Oliver says, okay, don't worry. So this is where it immediately becomes fucking weird. I'm told not to talk to people under 18. I do so just to spread positivity, so yeah. I don't see anything wrong with talking to people that are under 18. Who said that? You really do spread positivity, and I love it. Family. So family is telling this man, this grown-ass 30-plus-year-old, to not talk to people under 18, which begs a lot of questions because most people in their 30s and even younger know you have really no business to be talking to minors unless there's a specific situation. In this particular case, I don't think there's a specific situation where you need to be talking to a minor. They're not part of your family. There's no reason why you need to be talking in the DMs. There's no reason for you to really have contact with them, generally speaking. So the conversation of age comes up multiple times, much to nobody's shock. And at one point, it's repeated multiple times, but at one point, they're talking about Oliver coming out to California, and Oliver says, yeah, but when I'm an adult, I really want to fly out to California by myself. And then Trent says, how long do you have to go? Oliver says, the earliest I could go would be summer 2023. I'll be 18, but it might have to be 2024 or later, sadly. And then again, Trent's like, how old will you be? In November, yep, almost 14 at that point. And Trent says 4 more years to go. Again, we have this alarming theme of, first of all, being way too concerned about someone's age and not in the right way. Because if you're concerned about someone not being 18 because you don't want to talk to minors, that's normal, that's fine. If it's instead a countdown for them to turn 18 so you are quote unquote allowed to do certain things or have certain types of behavior, we have a big problem. Then apparently Trent used to like to send pictures of Oliver to themselves. So it's almost like reacting to pictures of them by DMing them the picture and then saying something. Trent said, you look kind of like my last GF in that GIF. This is, again, really big fucking weird behavior because what are you trying to get in terms of how are you steering that conversation? Because here it would seem like you're steering the conversation so that then you have the opportunity to be like, oh, well, you know, this and that about my ex-girlfriend. You get onto the romantic topic. Like maybe this is me assuming things, but seeing the weird behavior so far, I have to think that there's a purpose as to why any of this has to be mentioned in the first place. Then there are plenty of examples of messages where Trent comments on their appearance, on Oliver's appearance, about them being pretty without makeup, them being cute. All of these things that, again, wouldn't be a big deal if everyone here was a fucking adult. But the fact that this is such consistent behavior is also strange to me because how do you send these messages and at no point throughout a long period of time, relatively speaking, do you ask yourself, okay, should I be sending this though? And it gets particularly weirder where he says, can I hear your normal voice one day? And Oliver responds, yes, of course. I'm sure there's a video out there somewhere with my normal voice. I don't know. Ask her DM so-and-so. She would know. No, I want one from you. Well, she probably knows where one is. I'm not sure. You can make one for me. Now, whenever you're talking to a minor about making a video for you, we're already in deep FBI here. I just want a special video of you. How do you hug? Is there a video of it? Of me hugging someone? I really don't like to say this out loud because it really is nauseating, but truly, this is all going towards a sexting type thing. Like, let's be real. What does he want out of a video of a minor hugging someone? What do you think this is going to do? This is just going to escalate and get worse. This is not an innocent request. It's a weird request and a request that would make anyone raise their eyebrow and ask, what the fuck do you want this for? Like, what are you going to do with that video is what concerns me. I'm going to wrap things up here in a second. You guys can read the messages, but one last one that I wanted to focus on says, they're talking about a movie. Oliver says, yeah, I was told it's an amazing movie, but it's rated R. Yup, you'd need to see it with someone who's over 18 to make sure you're not scared or see sex things. And then Oliver says, yeah, I'm going with my mom, so she'll just cover my eyes. And Trent says, or you can just look and be like, and then there's the shocked emoji. Now, there are plenty of more screenshots. Honestly, for me, all of this screams, you need to go to prison. I don't know what Trent's intention was here. I don't think the intentions are anything other than any of us perceive them as in, like I said, with all the benefits of the doubt, there is no way any of this is innocent, in my opinion. It's weird. It's creepy. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.